My name is Kenly Dillards. I am 29 years old, and I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. I'm a cartoonist. I draw caricatures because I just love drawing people. I enjoy it a lot. That's my thing, and it's the way I express myself. It's how I vent how I feel. It's how I draw what I think. It's how I feel complete when I do it. I went to a specialized art school for high school. I had some college. Basically, I've always drawn. I basically draw all the time, so that's pretty much where my learning came from. Teenage years, it was tough. I had some friends, but basically I was mostly a loner. I've always, stayed to myself to some degree, but it was my cartooning, it was my drawing that brought people to me, whether young or old. I was a loner because a lot of people just didn't understand me. They always used to compare me to stereotypes they would see on TV, and that made me feel very isolated. Even people like adults, even adults too. I also felt that I was misunderstood in many different ways, and it was my cartooning, it was my talent that made people see me a certain way. It either made them understand me more or even become more misunderstood. Hardest? Wow, that's a tough one. It was when I was far away from everybody I knew, and I felt trapped at a job that I once had drawing the caricatures, and I was misunderstood, and that made me feel trapped, and it made me feel very sad because I really meant to do good, but instead people thought differently, and that made me feel very sad and even angry. I'm proud of I don't know, I feel grateful for a lot of things, like my talent. I feel proud of my talent. Yeah, that's what I'm proud of. I'm proud of my talent. I'm also proud of my family and friends too, because they really inspire me a lot. I see myself drawing comic strips. I see my cartoons in the newspapers. I even see my cartoons on television. I see myself doing a lot of great things with this talent. I consider myself laid back a little bit animated. I might even be a little bit whimsical. I think I'm real whimsical. Well, television. Watching too much television, watching too many cartoons and stuff, but it also comes at a balance. I feel that I'm also very balanced. Like, I could see reality and I could see the caricature in all things, which, I can laugh and I can cry at the same time, but when it really comes down to it, if you balance them both, they both are the reality. The happiest moment of my life. Wow, that's a tough one. I had a lot of happy moments. Usually when I was alone and it was real sad. I guess that's the sad part. Happiest moment of my life is when... Damn, I can't even... I know what it was. Happiest moment I ever had in my life is when I was at the prom and I danced with this one girl. At that time, I guess I wasn't really well liked by girls because I looked like some guy on television. Anyhow, I danced with this girl I really, 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 really liked. And for the first time in my life, a girl actually said she cared about me. I think that was the happiest moment. I was like 14, young, junior high school stuff. And yeah, up until that point, I really didn't think that anybody that I really cared about outside of my family ever cared about me. And that was at one time that I felt good. I felt good being around a nice young lady. Expressing yourself and also understanding yourself. Really understanding yourself. Understanding how you feel and why you feel the things that you do, and not beating yourself up all the time, and really accepting yourself. which means accepting your past and accepting your future. I feel that's happiness, because if you are afraid of your past and you're afraid of your future, then you're a wreck. And that's what I feel. I want to be remembered as somebody that made sense, that was able to use his talents and really make the best of it for not so much himself, but for other people, that other people could get something out of it. I would love to create something that I could leave behind that people could think in a positive way. At least learn something or give them some type of hope. That would mean so much to me. That's what I have to say.